here, and today we're going to be diving into agent sites. I know I've done a couple videos already around agent sites, and those, if you've seen those, I'm gonna end up pulling them because I will be encompassing everything I talked about in those in this one video, and then some. So we're going to go through the whole walkthrough, get you all set up. So first, we're going to head over to sites over here on the bottom left. And note, I am in our demo market center account, so it's pretty blank and vanilla right here. So what we're going to do is scroll down to the bottom where it says learn more with Kelle guides, and we're going to click that link, and it's going to ask us what we're going to be using for our website. Now, if you're watching this video, we're most likely choosing our new agent site, but again, you have the option to get a Playster site, and we also have we'll be having more website options in the marketplace. So of course, this is where we're going, is the new KW agent site. So click submit, and this is taking us to the Kelle guide for our agent site. Now this is just kind of telling us what to expect. We're going to choose our subdomain. We're going to choose our theme and styling, and then we have 3 pages that we can create right off the bat. So let's get started. And then it's going to give us a compliance reminder. So, hey, when you're making websites, stay compliant. That's what it is. But there is, say you do post something and you find out, oh, that was non-compliant. What do I do now? There's a safety measure in there for that, and I will show you after we get our site set up. So I'm going to acknowledge and continue. And this takes us into step 1, subdomains of the Kelle guide. And this is where we're going to choose our subdomain. Now, if you have never had a agent site, you can, this will most likely be blank. So you can here, this is where you can choose your subdomain, and you can change it later if you want. So I'm going to see if chris.kw.com is available. I'm going to try and claim it. Oops, it's taken or restricted. Hey, what about realestate.kw.com? Yeah, of course, restricted, right? So I'm going to go back to our demo MC722.kw.com. Congrats, I've claimed it. Fantastic. Now, something to keep in mind when you're on these Kelle guides is we've got 2 sections here of the Kelle guide. Section, the left is our preview window, so this is what the website is going to look like. And the right side here, this is where we're doing our editing. Now, the mouse is going to, where your mouse is matters. So if your mouse is on the left, it's going to scroll on the preview, and if it's on the right, it's going to scroll on the Kelle guide unless you're at the bottom of it. So I'm going to open up this marketing profile information. Now this is a better example. You'll see on the right side here, it's not scrolling, but now if I put my mouse over here, now it's scrolling. So you'll see a lot of all the data that was in my marketing profile already is already pulled in here, which is fantastic. It saves us a ton of time, but there are a few required fields that are not filled in, like your professional job title. So you're gonna have to just skim over this and make sure that any required field is filled in. So I'm going to scroll through, verify everything. Now we get to our images. You'll see I've only uploaded my profile photo. Now, something to keep in mind with profile photos is that they are squares. So if you're uploading a rectangle image, it's going to center the photo and crop it as a square. So most headshots that are square, your head is going to be to the top of the photo here. So I see a lot of agents that their photo looks like this, because what happens is it crops it in the center and then cuts a square out and then makes the profile photo that way. So what you want to do is go ahead and crop your photo so that you're centered like this, and the square is here. What's nice is if you did want to change your profile photo in this section, you do get the cropping option, so you do have a little more control. Otherwise, if you did it in the marketing profile, you would have to crop it in a separate program and then upload it. Now, our Market Center logo, if you do not have your Market Center logo, you can find it at kwconnect.com by going to Resources, Marketing, and then don't move your mouse, because logos and branding is right there. You click it, and then you're going to scroll about a third, a half of the way down to where it says Premier Properties, Keller Williams here. And now you're just going to type in your market center number. Ours is 722, and then download. Now, when you do download that, it's going to be a compressed file. You extract it, and you're going to have 4 files in there to go through. The ones that you're really going to want to be concerned with are the CMYK and RGB. CMYK, that's going to be for print. RGB is going to be for web publishing. So I already have that downloaded right here. Again, sorry, not again, but another thing to note is you'll see here is I'm using a PNG file. Now, the PNG file is what allows you to have that transparent background rather than that white ugly box. A JPEG is going to get you the white ugly box. So let's stick with PNG files. So here's our Market Center logo. I'm going to set it and scroll through and make sure I don't have any other required fields. And I don't, so I'm going to save and continue. Congratulations, I'm moving forward. Now, we have these style options between red theme and dark theme, but you're going to get dark theme one way or the other. So red theme isn't out yet, but so you can choose it and then just get it when it comes out. Here's where we're choosing our Find Your Dream Home. This text right here, we're choosing what we wanted to say there. So just for kicks and giggles, Find Your Dream Market Center. Right? And it's great how it live updates, right? So let's put some energy behind it. Now here we have our option for our hero image. Well, hero images. We have 5, and this photo here is our hero image. Now they upload 5 photos here for you. They're already pre-installed, and they're beautiful photos. They're great photos. Problem is we're down here in Florida, and none of these really scream Florida. So what I would do. If you wanted to add more photos, you do have to delete the ones that are already existent. So I would delete this one and then upload another. Now I don't have any Florida photos, but I do have this thing that I made on designs. I'm just going to set that and just see how that looks back there. There we go. It covers up the text, but whatever, you get the point. And you can go through and do that for the rest of those photos. I'm going to save and continue. And now we're in the content section. Now, this section is threefold. So you're going to have 3 pages that you're going to get to customize. So, and in these 3 pages, we have these 3 editing sections. And we'll have these same 3 in each one, but content is going to be different in all 3. So first, we're going to have navigation, and it's going to be exactly the same. And all this is choosing the order in which these are in the drop-down. I kind of like the tapered look, so that's how I organize it, but it can be however you want, alphabetical, priority, I don't know. And this will be in this drop down here. Now we are editing the company profile, and you can change, moving on to the SEO section, the search engine optimization section, you can choose the name of the page. So it will appear here. It could be the Market Center profile if I wanted. That's so weird. And then we're going to get to choose the slug. A slug is what comes after the .com. So it's .com/, and I'm just going to change this to Market Center. And now SEO description. Now this, there was some confusion around this when this first came out. A lot of people, and myself included, thought that this was like a word dump where you just put in all the keywords that you'd want to see come up if someone searched those words. This is not that. So I'll show you what it is. So I'm going to search real estate on Google, and we'll scroll down, and this gray here is what is the SEO description. So what you want to do here is take a look at that word dump that you would use and take those words and make a sentence out of them, something coherent, and just use as many of those SEO grabbing words as you can. And this isn't a required field, so I'm just going to leave it blank for now. And now we have content, which is, this is the most content heavy page. So first we can change the header. I'm going to change it to market center profile. And then we can change the photo in the back. I'm going to choose, let's do this one. Fun fact, my son actually took this photo. I handed him my camera, let him run around with it, and he grabbed this. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to set that. Now it's uploading. Awesome. Now I've noticed it does stretch the image just a hair, but this photo is at an angle where it kind of works. So now we have this intro paragraph where we can talk about, say, a description about our business. I'll just put East Boca Raton, Keller Williams. And now we have these 2 content blocks. Now, a lot of people have asked me, like, what do I do with these? What should I put there? And this is really up to you and your business. On my site, I did Director of Technology for the first one and talked about my roles as Director of Technology, and then agent services, put my roles, the roles that I play in agent services in this portion. And here I put like a photo of a computer, and here I put a photo of someone shaking hands. If you're, you could do residential and commercial, or I've also seen like South Florida and all the cities in South Florida that they work in, and then our values, and talk about like the Y4C2Ts or some other colorism. There's a lot of areas that you can go with this. And then we have the footer here, this which we find right here. By the way, we have the headline, paragraph, and then photo. Now here we've got the footer, and this is where we can just kind of put, again, we have a lot of options here with what we can do. Maybe our values, or our beliefs, or you can our mission, any sort of like nice little footer detail in there. That's how I've seen it used. So I'm going to skip this because I actually didn't really put any content in here. Now this is an About Me section, this next page. Again, remember, we're still in content. We're still seeing these 3 content options here. But we're going through these 3 pages. Again, we don't have to worry about changing that. We're going to change the search engine optimization here. I want to leave it as About Me, and let's just take out the hyphen. I think it looks better. And then content, this is great. It's pulling all your information from your marketing profile, so there's really not much you're going to need to do. I'm going to click continue. And contact us is even easier. With the SEO, let's see, it's not even a hyphen in there for me to get rid of. Content, everything's filled in. I love the message hint right here. Are you looking to buy or sell? What is your time frame? Where are you in your search? What is your budget? I think that's fantastic. And you could go and add something more, but I think that's great. And this very light on content. And we'll save and continue. And now it's going to take us to the final page, which is, what's next. Now we're going to click Manage Sites. This is going to take us back to Sites in Command. And you'll see, hey, look, we can preview our site here. It gives us our URL. So I'm going to open this. Just something to keep in mind is when you click on this, it does not open in a new tab. So you're going to want to right click and click Open Link in New Tab. So we're on here, we're saying, hey, that says Keller Williams, not Keller Williams Realty Services. And my logo isn't anywhere. And there's no page options that I just created. What gives? What's going on? So I'll show you what's happening here. So we're in sites, and we're in the agent site pages. We're going to want to click Agent Site Settings. And you'll see this toggle switch here. Use my information to brand my agent site. So this is turning on and off site branding. And what this is for, this is a safety. So if you were to publish something on your page that is non-compliant, you can quickly turn the page off, go fix it, turn your site off, and then go fix it, and then turn it back on. So in case you did on your first run publish something non-compliant, they do leave this off. All you have to do is click this toggle. It's going to remind you about compliance, and then acknowledge and continue. and within the next hour, the site will go live. Now, that's something to keep in mind is anytime you make a change to the site, it can take up to an hour to go live. So this is something really important to keep in mind, because some agents I've found, they'll go and edit it and go check it's not live. Okay, then they go back and edit it and go check, and it's not live. And all they're doing is delaying the publishing of their new site. So you'll see this probably still isn't live yet, but we can preview the pages we've made here. We acknowledge that it's a preview, and this will open in a new tab, and we can see this is my contact us page. It's got our email and our phone number. Now, I hope that was helpful. If there are any more questions about Kelle guides or about the agent site Kelle guides, or just setting up agent sites in general, I'd be happy to answer them. You can follow me on KW Connect or subscribe on YouTube, and then leave any comments in any questions in the reviews or comments section, and I'd be happy to answer them, or shoot me an email, whatever you'd like. I'm really happy to help. Again, this is a pleasure for me to do. So thank you very much.